welcome. Hope we're good. I think we've got things working. I think. Although it's saying that I haven't got... oh no, that's fine. I thought the blank screen was just actually not going to work at all, but it has. Loading into Valheim. Hi, good evening. How are you doing? Forkin, how are you doing? Yeah, right. Well, Brian's been a bit busy. So, in the short little daytime stream the other day, we started building some storage because I was getting so frustrated with this storage. So, I have now added... Oh, bear me a second. Got to plug the actual... Help if I had a controller. I'd actually be able to move around, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Looks like I'm going to have to log out and back in again. Oh no, here we are. So, we've built a sexy little storage room here. Better shut my door just in case some little grave dwarf tries to come and take advantage of Brian. Yo, Sarah, how you doing? Hope you're good. So, I've made all the lettering this nice golden colour. Because it's really nice and easy to see up. At night, or in the dark, it tends to go a little bit orange, but that's fine. It still shows up really well. So even in like darkness there, it's still showing up, which is great. And in the sunlight, or in any light, I don't know where that light's obviously coming from over there. We only had enough copper to do this. Now, that goes through into our house. Nice little window there into our house. I thought this was really quite sexy, to be fair. To be honest. I thought that was a good little bit of building. I've got probably more than I need. It was annoying that I had to offset these, but we need to be able to get to the chests. So, that was kind of a thing. But, never mind. I think we've got everything there that we need, I think. I mean, obviously there's going to be some of the stuff that we're not going to put in it for a very long time. But hopefully we'll fill these up fairly quickly. Now, one thing you will notice, that I really don't like the fact that the wood sticks out from over the edge like that, because otherwise it catches on the door and the door will then hinge into it. So if you look here, I've tried to make it all flush on this side so that when the door opens, it's a realistic... I mean, it does go through the stone a little bit, but I can't do anything about that. That's just a random where the stones are. But it actually does fit flush with the wood and opens flush on the hearth, rather than... and it actually swings past this. So I've set the door so actually, look, it swings past that. Good bit of engineering. Same on the other side. So it should, in theory, there you go, look at that. Sit lovely on that wood, and it looks more realistic. I hate it when things clip in games, and they make it look like it's not real, when it is real. We all know that Brian's real. Just saved your game and switched off to watch. Cool. Right. So, what have we actually got in Brian's bag? We got loads of stuff in Brian's bag. Ooh, Brian's got a brand new bag. Yeah. So, let's fill up some of these things. Now, what we're going to be trying to do today is I want to make like more of an area outside, but also we need to make some kind of protection, because we did get a bit of an attack. Now, it's quite funny because the trolls just walk straight round the corner there. They just walk straight up here, in here, and I could just stand in the back here and fire arrows in their face. So, and they all just lined up, taking one for the team. So, we can't really build much further out on this because, I mean, I can't build down that deep. So, this is really as much as we can do. We could put a wall in there to prevent the trolls, but it's kind of quite nice to have an escape area out of the water here as well, so that's good. You just found an island with 5 biomes in it? Scared when you saw a big fat scenery buffalo thing in the distance? Yeah, that's a lox. Yeah, they are hardcore. I mean, they are gonna... I mean, we've got some locks over there. We had a troll attack when I was over there. And so the ground is shaking. And if you kill 2 out of the 3 trolls, they'll keep respawning until the event's over. And honestly, those locks, there's 3 locks over there, and they took out about 12 trolls. Not a dent on the locks. So, Yeah, they're quite hardcore. Hey, old explorer, how you doing? Well, Solar Ship will be back tomorrow. We are going to continue our run tomorrow. Bryan would love to have a Solar Ship. So yeah, Gabby's away tennising tomorrow. The trolls did kill my boar. I had a 1-star boar in here, but he is no more. So I thought this was quite a sexy little storage area there. We grabbed some core wood as well whilst I was out, because that was a pain in the vagina, getting all that bloody core wood. So built that up. You've got to have some ventilation in your storage. You don't want your stuff to go all moist and soggy. Now, annoyingly, I can only put those 3 in, so I might just do a border edge going around like that now. Or we've got to take those panels. I suppose I could take those panels off. I just quite like the garden, really. It's quite nice to have a little bit of garden. Look, it waters itself. But otherwise, everything is going... See, that even fits down quite nicely there. So it's all fitting together quite nice. We can always escape. Well, we did. We could have escaped. No, we can't escape. We can escape, because we can escape this side. We can always escape onto the roof, I think. Yay! So we can escape onto... Oh, I've got to put those tiles back. Forgot about them. Let's pop them back whilst we can. Oh, no, I haven't got any wood, have I? Oh, no, there's no workbench. Ah, no, there isn't a workbench, because to get the thumbnail for this thing, I destroyed the workbench. So let's quickly pop a workbench down. And so let's put our roof panels back, because otherwise we'll forget and then we'll get wet. Something like that. Boop. Boop. I did pop in to see how Beebs is doing, but I was trying to concentrate on trying to get the stream ready, so I didn't really do much more than leave a like and say hi. But I think he's doing alright on his run. I think. Not sure though. Stinks in chat. Holy crap. You didn't open up the planes yet. Yeah, no, planes and mosquito. Mosquitoes are horrible. Horrible little things. So, I did add in another row of...
GG! Stop!
GG, stop! Yo, Ducklord, how you doing? I added in another row of stone up there, but I think I'm going to have to fill this in with wood. Only because this was going quite red. But it is quite a sexy door. But what I really want to... I don't know whether I can show you. No, because we haven't unlocked them yet. There's another big door that looks fantastic, and it will go in here really, really nicely. So that's what I want to put in there, but obviously we can't do that yet. So let's lock them doors and turn them lights down low. I only had some copper. I wanted to build a hanging brazier, but I don't think we've got the stuff. So what we're going to do, because I'm going to need all of my resources, I will quickly break this portal and bring it in here and put it in here. And then if we just empty our sack at the moment, then Bryan likes to empty his sack on a regular basis, but unfortunately it's usually with a grey dwarf. He hadn't got much taste. Has to sit down on the job, Bryan. I did even add a box for bukeberries because it's a pain. If you want the full list of these, I will add it to my website because I've done a load of work on that website. So GoldenGek.com should now have all of the previous live streams, guides, etc., etc. for No Man's Sky and for Valheim on its separate pages. There's also a list for the official rules of Beebs' thingy on a blog there as well. So, what is with the spiffy yellow signs? Yeah, well, I thought I'd go with spiffy yellow. The reason is because I went through lots of colours, Dark Lord, and this colour is hashtag DD997. DD9933. DD9933. It's the colour gold we used on Zane's website, and it works really, really. That's the only reason I know the hex code. I don't just memorise hex codes. But that one stuck in my memory because I had to write it into the coding so many times on his website. But it shows up really, really nicely. I do need to fix some of this wood though before we. But anyway, let's enough of that. Enough of that. Let's go and get thingy. The only thing I didn't build a box for is metal, because that's not going to be going in there. It'll go in with the armory. So what I'll do... Oh, there's a fish there. I'll take out the metals, and I'll also pop in... So that is a very, very, very prized possession. That's a Wraith trophy. And I'll hang it up in a minute, and you're going to see what it looks like. It is awesome. We'll also take those, that, and that. And what I'll put in here is the food stuff that we can't do anything with at the moment. Well, we don't need it at the moment. Have I got my... I need to rest as well, because otherwise we're going to be... but for what we're doing at the moment, as long as we don't get any people come along. I know this is not enough storage for stone at all, but I've got loads outside. I just put them in here because then I've got some extra, and I keep sitting down because it's the controller is something else. It's No Man's Sky, it's something else. I put... Learned from my mistakes, you collect a lot of circling cores. You might not think you do at the beginning, but you will collect a lot of circling cores. So, Grey Dwarf Eyes. The one good thing about the way they fix the text is that everything does now fit on the signs. So before it just used to like go off or not quite fit, or then and it looked really shit. So they have fixed this so it does actually center and expand and the text to fit the signs, which is good. But it's just annoying that you can't now put it so the text goes behind the box. But never mind. Beeble got a fanwing hauler crashed ship. Nice, that'll be worth a lot. I built a fantastic earth wall troll trap. It's a C-shaped earth wall with some spike wedge facing into the sea. The trolls walk over it in the sea, but take good damage trying to get back out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, we're going to have to do something in here, and I've got some ideas of what I want to do. But again, I don't want to destroy the landscape too much. This is the only bit that I've kind of flattened, and then even then it was fairly flat already. But I'm trying to build... What the hell's up there? I shot something. Why is there something on my roof? Let's go up and have a look. All today I've had this feeling like I've got a tooth coming through in the back of my thingy, and I've never had wisdom teeth come through, but I'm 40. Like, I really shouldn't be having wisdom teeth coming through now. And it's just an irritating... It's like I've got something stuck in my tooth, but I haven't got anything stuck in my tooth. Oh, it's a bit of wood. Well, always good to have a bit of wood. Whilst we're here, do a bit of sleepage. Get our rested bonus back. I'm looking very shiny in this camera, aren't I? Don't know whether I can actually change that. Feeling a little bit shiny. Oh, it makes me yellow. I'm not actually that shiny. That takes the shine off my forehead a little bit better. There we go. That's better. Right, Brian, early morning. Which one are we taking? We're taking this portal down here. Grab all the stuff from our other house. And then we want to try and... What I was thinking of doing is doing some kind of like circular... Because I want to make like a walled garden here, really. Because then I can use the flattened earth that we've already flattened to kind of make the garden area here, but we do need to put some kind of perimeter wall around. I don't really want to build into this rock because I don't want to destroy the rock, but at the same time we're going to have to. So I'm a little bit confused as to how I can do something here. What we might do is I might build this so that this is kind of like a turret, like a little round tower here. So we'll take out this floor and actually build the roundhouse into this, from the centre being from about here, and then build that down with rock, because we should be able to glitch the rock into the rock, if that makes sense. Let's have a go quickly. Oh no, we haven't got a stone cutter, have we? But we can try it. We can try it in a minute. So, portal. Yeah, that's the portal, Brian. Portal number 4. Mambo number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody happy because Brian's alive. I'm sure we had a workbench, because didn't we put one on the roof? I must have got rid of it. Right, let's put one out here, just so that we've got one. Everything attacks that first anyway, but we are safe in this little room. So let's pop it. I know this sounds a bit stupid, but if I pop it there, no, it's not going to let me. I could pop it on the other side actually, because if I put it down straight outside the door, then we can just pop on in number 4. I should better pop in and out of that, pull all our resources over, stick them in the right boxes. Wonderful. It's like a magic door. I don't even know it's there. Old Explorer, how are you getting on with Valheim? We need to take our fermenter down and everything from here, but it does mean sailing, unfortunately. We need the cauldron and everything else as well. So, and we can't take much of this either, so we can take that, those. That can stay there. Then, no, stop sitting down. Right, trophies, because obviously they're. I found the button forking, by the way. Found the button to do the transfer all. It's square. Some strange reason. You've not played anymore. It is very different, to be fair, and the controls are completely different for No Man's Sky than they are for this. So it isn't exactly the easiest of things to just switch in between. Right, what we're just putting everything in here now, aren't we? We're going to run out of space in our trophies. I think, yeah, popped him in there. So we might have to build another trophy box, or bigger trophy boxes. Probably bigger trophy boxes. Did I have wood? Brian's got wood. And nails. Nails. It's so much nicer when everything's nicely in order, because you can just easily get what you want. It takes a little while to put the storage together, but it's well worth it. It's one of the first things I like to do. Yo, Diana, how you doing? Hope you're good. No falling asleep today, although, to be fair, we're playing Valheim and it's pretty relaxing as a game. So, right, take that out. And I've also found out how to do that. Just remembering the controls, it's quite an... You fell asleep again. Well, the Cocodamore will do that. I'll blame it on the drugs and won't take offence from you doing it. And unless my dulcet tones are affecting you. No, I do have quite a soft voice. I just put wolf as everything because we're going to use the wolf quite a lot, I think. So we probably will be okay with that. I've got loads of tree seeds nicely ready. Loads of beech seeds. We can build a forest. And now tree seeds. Unfortunately, oh no, I will have enough. I will have enough bags. So ancient bones. Ancient bark. Did I not do an ancient bone box? That was very silly of me, wasn't it? I'll have to pop it in other. It's a good job I put one for other, just in case I forgot stuff. Flint. Oh yeah, we did kill a when I was exploring the mountain, I did kill a golem, so I got some crystals, which is pretty cool. So we can put some windows in as well, because you need them. So Guck and Ooze, and there's Guck. And Ooze. Ooze is fantastic for ooze bombs, and they are amazing for when we get into Mistlands and stuff. They're actually probably quite good for other stuff, but they're really good for Mistlands. What's your points? Your points are 730 gears. Relaxing. Oi! This is excluding food and metals, so yeah, this is every single item apart from ancient bones. I'm not even sure why I didn't. I think it's because maybe I put it with ancient bark, so that ancient bark and ancient bones were together. Not sure why. There was a reason. You don't really need them for anything other than summoning, I think. So I think that's probably why I didn't bother, because you can't use them to. You don't need them to make anything. So that's probably what it did. Can't believe you don't find me relaxing, old explorer. Dandelions, obviously, we need to keep those because Bryan loves his dandelions. But they're food source, so we'll leave all the food over here. Because we haven't built the that's what we're planning to do today. Is so we've got right. So we'll leave food over here. Pop that. No, I want all of them. Because right, that's that. Then we're going to make a fantastic kitchen. Bear in mind, we're not going to have the oven, the chopping block, the pestle and mortar, or any of that stuff until we get into Mistlands. So, I'm still pressing all the wrong buttons. Pressing all Bryan's buttons. But it's nice that I've found how to go. Well, thanks to walking there. It's so much easier, so nice. Have storage. Oh, we've got chain. That means, oh, we do have 6 chain. Oh, we can put a hanging brazier in, I think. We need bronze. That's the only problem. So we are going to probably have to go for a bit of sailing. It doesn't take very long, actually, from where we are, I don't think. Obsidian. Oh, we've even got some obsidian. Freeze glands. Freeze glands. Do-do-do-do-do. Freeze glands. Da-da-da-da-da. Right. Come on, Bryan. Bryan. Everything is a tedious thing to do in this game. Yes, it is, but then that's like that in No Man's Sky, though. So I'm surprised you don't like it, because No Man's Sky is very tedious. Oh, my phone is going mad. I better turn it onto silent. That would be a help. Otherwise, I'm going to have a million things sent to me by Gabriella. Like, found a puppy. Can we get the puppy? I've given a very strict criteria for a puppy. So, we probably will get a dog. I'd imagine within the next few months we'll probably get another dog. It's been over a year since Arnie, and like, as much as I miss him very much, I miss not having a dog. So, but it's got to be from a rescue centre, and it's got to be a like Staffy Pitbull cross, and there's lots of criteria that it's got to be. So, I'm not sure whether she's going to find one. Just because like Arnie was a rescue, and I had no choice with him, and he was a lot of work to begin with, and I don't really have the energy to do that again. But I also don't want to get a puppy from a non like rescue centre. So I've made one for valuables as well, just because Bryan needs somewhere to store his valuables. Oh, actually no, didn't. That's the wrong one. One's for gold, and rubies, and then 1 is for gold. So we've got 979. So we've got enough to nearly buy some stuff, I think. Woo! Yeah, I don't mind what colour. Preferably a boy, but we'd have a little girl if there was one. We nearly got one the other month, and but we lost out. We were far too slow. She was very beautiful. But yeah, I just miss having a dog around. It's like it's very relaxing, and also gets me to make sure I get out of the house, because otherwise, when you're sat behind a desk and doing work and normal work, it can get rather. I've started making sure I go to the gym. Yo, John, how you doing? Hope you're good. Just saying, we've been on serious talks about getting a new puppy. Or getting a new dog. We want to find a rescue dog, but a rescue puppy, which is rather tricky to find. But we'll wait. We'll hang on and wait. No rush. Quick break from work stuff. Cool. Hope your day's going good. Breed that I would try and get the same as Arnie was. He was a Staffy cross American Pit Bull, just because they are just so adorable. I mean, they're good as well because they don't have long fur, and like just fur gets everywhere. Like I remember, like when I was little, we had a cat. Oh, we had 2 cats, and one died when I was about 20, and like my dad said he was still finding like her fur. Like, you just keep hoovering, and like 5-6 years later, there was still her fur because she was a ginger cat, and it was just like, where is this coming from? So yeah, I'm not a cat person really. I'm not. They're alright, but cats are evil things. They will do what they want. They don't care about anybody else other than self-preservation, and yeah. That's my view on cats. They can stay there. Oh, that's not nice. Meat market overseas. Yeah, it's not nice what they do with them. Yeah, I mean the shelter that I got Arnie from originally, they were fantastic. I mean they had to vet me. They came out to like everybody out to see the house, make sure he had enough water, areas and stuff. Made sure I knew about the dog and everything about him and stuff like that. So it was they were really good, but it was just yeah. He was an older dog, and we had no background on him at all. But he seemed lovely, but they were like, oh yeah, he's fine with the dogs. No, he wasn't. And yeah, he loves kids. No, he didn't. He was petrified of them. He used to hide behind my feet, and like he'd go behind my legs and just shake. But if a child came near him, it was just like pathetic. Oh, your Staffy, she's 11. Yeah, Arnie was about 15 when he died, so he did pretty good. You saw a banned cookbook called 101 Ways to Walk a Dog. Sure it wasn't walk a dog. There's lots of ways to walk a dog. Yeah, John's is probably like an American Staff, I think, because John's is bigger than a normal Staff. He's more American Pit Bull size. What is he, John? He's a cross Dexter. Yeah, he's like Stuffy. Yeah, that's it, Stuffy and Mastiff mix. Because he's a big boy, isn't he? He's got bloody big paws. Mind you, he had big paws when he was little. I'm keeping on doing the wrong thing. Right, we have one of the right trophies. This one is really, really important as well. Have we got 2 other Wraith trophies? That means we've got 3 Wraith trophies. That's awesome. I didn't realise that we'd picked that many up. The bone ones, skulls are pretty cool as well, because we can use them to really give good decoration on the outside of the house. Because that will frighten away all the evil people. It probably won't, but we are nearly there, so we can nearly start doing some building. We've got enough stuff. We can put all of the core wood probably into those boxes. What's that? That's flint head arrows. Oh, I'll keep those on me. And I'll put the O's. I haven't actually got a box for this type of thing, so I'm just going to put all of that in there for the minute. Because we're going to need these, and probably those, and probably those and those. So tasty mead is really good, by the way. It's it doesn't have a cooldown, so you can keep taking it. And it just gives you, if I remember, it gives you 100%... 100% stamina, I think. But it goes really quick. But you can take another one straight away, so it's really good to get out of it. It won't help you with health. That's it. It slows your health regeneration, but gives you 100% stamina. So you can literally take it on if you're trying to get away from a boss or a mob, and you can peg it out of there. But obviously you just got to dodge the blows. 902. Well done, old explorer. Sterling is a blue-nosed pitbull with chocolate lab mixed in, either from mum or dad or both. Well, if it was chocolate lab mixed in, then it was from the dad, wasn't it? The mummy liked a bit of brown, liked a bit of dark chocolate loving. That's what she liked. He's a beautiful dog. He is cute as fuck, isn't he? To be fair, any dog is. Like, I'm complete with Ricky Gervais on that one. That, like, you just can't... There's no dog that is just not absolutely awesome. You can't have a dog that isn't right. I think this is all... Oh, there's some coal there. Sneaky bit of coal. Hiding in there. We've got cooked food. Right, we don't need any of that. We'll leave that where it is. I think we've got everything there. We'll take the puke berries because we can get rid of them pinging. All of these things we're going to have to come for in the boat when we take this down. And then we can take that as well with us when we go back. I'll fix some stuff. I mean, I could leave all this here just to have an extra, but it just means that we've got to do a lot more. How much bronze have we got, actually? None. We've got some tin. So we'll have to find some bronze anyway, because we've got quite a lot of things we'll need bronze for, which is a bit of a problem. So we're going to have to go and find some copper. I think I did mark it on the map. I'm constantly pressing the wrong buttons, and it's very irritating. Oh, it's night time. Let's just... This is the last bit here, and then we can start marking out where we're going to build. Now, I've got one for fishing gear. There we go. And the other can be in there. Right. Right, make sure we move that portal. Number 4, wasn't it? Close the door. Don't want anyone stealing our stuff. Close the door. Got wet feet, Brian. Oh, better put the portal down. Ooh. Boom. Boom. How can that be an invalid placement? Number 4. Coolio. And that we can delete that in a minute because I don't think that will have an effect on our plants, because now they've grown. I think if we delete that, even though it'll whatever the soil, I think they should stay there. He let the kids dress him up. Yeah. You have a 9-month-old Chihuahua. It's not really a dog, though, is it? It's more like a rat on a string. Sorry, Sarah. I've not had good experiences with Chihuahuas, to be fair. A mini Doberman. What? Because he barks a lot. Yeah, I've not had a massive incredibly good experience with chihuahuas. My friend has two, and all they want to do is yap and bite me. And yeah, I've never done anything horrible to them. They just hate everybody. So that's just how they are. And they're not afraid to let you know either. Like, we hate you, and we want you dead. Why are you in our house? We have not let you in. And Mum is going to throw you out. Mum, why aren't you throwing him out? And then they just don't shut up. Little Napoleons. Yeah, handbag dog. Until they shit in your handbag. And it won't go in your handbag again, will it? But they're just going to laugh. The chihuahua will sit there laugh. Oh look, there's a bench there, a workbench there. I must have hidden it underneath this. Right, let's get rid of this. We've got our stone cutter, so we can see. My sister's little girl just had her first tooth today. Started coming through. Quite cool. Because you all wanted to know that. Right, if I put a stick in like that, probably a small stick. No, I think we're going to need a big stick. We put a big stick in there, then we can probably work off. Is that going to be? Can't really see. And maybe we're going to have to put up small. No, I think that'll be alright. Because the rocks are there, so they should support. That should give me blue support to the ground. I hope we can bring home a little fur bundle too. Yes. I mean, she is constantly looking. I mean, considering I will be the one looking after her every day, but I mean, I really don't mind. Prefer to have a dog than a child, to be fair. He's not a big barker and he loves people. You were bloody lucky then, Sarah, weren't you? Oh, you should stick a picture of him in the Discord in either Zane or Beebles. I don't have a Discord because it's far too much work. Yeah, I hope we do, but we're not gonna we haven't put like a time limit on it. So if we find one, when we see one that's right, we'll do that one, because otherwise I mean, I'm not worried what colour. Look, Arnie was brindle, and I'm not too worried about that, but I would quite like a little blue one like John's. Quite jealous of John's little dog. Right, if we go 4 and 4, let's see how far we can go out, because the middle of that looks quite good. That might work quite well actually for a. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to work out what the exterior point I can do on this circle is. So that's 4. That would come to there. We might have to move the centre out 1, because otherwise that's gonna. We would need to leave some kind of alleyway down the side. That curve there is gonna hit. I think we'll have to literally go to like there. Take this as the centre. Blocked. That's because Brian's in the way, aren't you, Brian? Take 1 off there. That'll then do that. That'll be okay. That will be okay. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3. So what we'll have is we'll have like a spiral kitchen that we can then come in from here out into our little cottage garden that will be there, and then that can be walled all the way along there like that. It just means that this does get water, so therefore it will technically water the plants, which would be cool. Yo, Zane, how you doing? I'm trying to look at how we can build a structure. I don't want to destroy the rock you see here. I've been trying to build everything in so that this goes here. This path like really looks like it's a worn pathway around the rocks. the house is looking very cool. But that's the storage area in there. You'll like the storage. It uses DD9933 hex code for the yellow. Looks pretty awesome. This is just normal storage, it's not food. Although I did forget to add one for ancient bones, but we won't talk about that. Yo, Richard, how you doing? Hope you're good. Yeah, most places in the UK really don't have puppies. It's like puppies are usually sold and then they get given back to the rescue centres when they've had all their bad behaviour put into them, or no behaviour has been put into them, or no training. I mean, my friend, she was a nightmare. She wanted a dog, and she got this. It's not an Old English sheepdog, but it does look similar to an Old English sheepdog, but it's more scraggly. It's a bearded collie, that's it. And she literally just hardly done any training with him at all. Didn't really do anything. I mean, she did have a baby at the same time, which was a bit silly to try and do a house renovation at the same time. She's totally insane. But she was so lucky. That dog is just the most amazing dog I've ever met. It's so placid. It's so amazing with the kids. It really looks after the kids and kind of like I think it thinks they're his. He's so good. He's just any command you give him, any command, he just goes and does it. You're like, how did you know that? It's like, apart from the fact that if he comes to my house, because we look after him occasionally, when we first had him here and when we looked after him when he was very little, we gave him a bath. And so now, as soon as he comes into our front door, he runs up the stairs and jumps in the bath. And it's the most, like, funny thing, because you're like, why? You obviously really had a good experience of having a bath in our house. So, yeah. Young English sheepdog. It was a bearded collie, so it was, they look like a old English sheepdog. They're quite fluffy, but they're very nice. But they're huge. I mean, he is massive. Bad job at the keeping the trolls up. You're here. That's alright. Streamlabs, thank you. Please remember to smash that like button. It really helps me grow my channel. It certainly does. Good job that Streamlabs is on the ball. Guy rescued a female pit bull who looked like she had lab mix. A dog hopped his fence and she got knocked up with fur babies. Sterling was the runt and the most vocal. Usually the way. It's because he's the runt. He's going, give me some food! Yeah, Dark Lord, that's the Draugr villages. John! No! You've lost all your gears! Dinah will be out in a sec. Medication's kicking in and she'll be asleep. I think you get 5 every few minutes or something, so you'll probably get your gears back quickly. Yeah, Dark Lord, that's how gambling works, GG. Yeah, in the meadows you will find Draugr villages, and they are really awesome because what you can do is if you that was stupid, wasn't it? Silly boy. Right, what you want to do is if you clip one on there and then you clip one like that, then you can get it to snap underneath like that and take that one away. I just need to be able to create the circle with a rock, so we can do the entranceway can probably be there. So if we do like this and have my door like that. No. The door will be like that, that'll be fine. You're up to 1 million on Zane's Twitch and then lost 1 million? Bloody hell. How much is Zane giving you every minute? No, it isn't real money. That's fine. I want to stay near the top. Yeah, day 1, 10 minutes after spawn probably wouldn't be too good with a Draugr village. Oh, you won 1,090 gears. That's pretty damn good going, Richard. So go to goldengek.com and then use the redeems. There's plenty there, and there's lots that people haven't used yet. Oh, you were gambling all on one loads of times. A million though, that's insane. Zane, you got 1,365. Well done, you've won some. Well, you've won some. I did actually put. I started the heist thing. I entered heist. You've got 8-ball heist. You've got a load of other things as well that I think. I think it was Old Explorer. You were asking me about it, and I didn't know how to do it, but I've worked out how to do it now. So I've added a load of other things in there for. What the fuck would you want to redeem a golden geck for? You're not redeeming a golden geck. You're you're redeeming the redeems, the video clips, the funnies, the silly things. You found a sheepdog. He had 5 sheepdogs. Did he have a lot of sheep to need 5 sheepdogs, or were they just really crap? Showed them after they had a little girl. 2 of the dogs would corral her and not let her walk away. She tried to run away. That's because they were trying. They thought she was a sheep. They weren't quite sure what this thing is. Old Explorer winning some gears there. Right, what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to try and do this. So if I put my base in like that, because that will be a nice buttery biscuit base in there. Do we want to put it on the inside or the outside? I suppose it doesn't actually matter, does it? Or does it? No. That should be fine. I will then put them like this, and hopefully this is going to be the tricky part, is going to be getting these things to actually snap in, because since they did the update, it's a pain in the vagina to make these work. So we'll go like that, and then we can take out that one that's on there. I haven't actually worked out whether this is the right amount of sides. Zane will be like, no, that's not the right amount of sides. You won't better make the circle. But I haven't actually been that clever. But as we are just experimenting, that went in there. No, that isn't right. That isn't right. I hate the what they did with this. They put the they changed this so it doesn't quite snap properly, and it used to snap lovely, and I cannot break that bloody rock. So right when we get to a certain point, I wonder if I did that. I wonder if I do that, then I'll be able to go like that on that one. Yes, I can, and then I can probably pop one underneath. Can I put one underneath? Go on. Go on, you know you want to. It doesn't, does it? Doesn't know. It doesn't know. I wonder if I put one behind. No, that wouldn't work either. If I put one like that, and then put one... Will it let me put it on there? Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. How does Beebs get this to work? We might have to wooden panel this on the outside just so that I can hide my my errors, or put a big tree there or something. Black Knights cost 50s, you only have 5. Yes, John, you can't do that. Somebody else can do it. Gek does not know when he's being trolled. Wow. I'm too trusting, Richard. I'm too trusting. Does it show what you do dark? What? What's Dark Lord doing? No clue what he's doing. If I had gears, I could redeem that donor as an example. Ah, right, there you go. Yes, I do. Add points, John, 250. There you go. There you go. Cool, Old Explorer. I'm taking liberties here. John likes to earn his points, but I like to give him stuff. That's kind of quite irritating that I can't get that to go round. But let's see if we can fix the rest of the circle. Am I even going to be able to build the rest of the circle? That's really irritating. This snapping issue. I wonder whether you have to do it with little, because the little ones tend to work quite easily. I'm
Step
guessing.
up the red alert.
Sir, are you absolutely sure? It does mean changing the bulb.
Everybody likes red alert, which is quite strange. I thought that would probably be one of the most unfavourites. Oh, this is... Oh, I can do that. That's fine. I can go onto the end there. Come on. Oh, these snapping are really, really doing my Swede. Doing my Swede, I tell ya. Right there. And then can we go in like that? Yes. It's like building in frickin' No Man's Sky. Glitch building, isn't it? And how did we put that one in there? I never put that one in there. Oh, that's so close. So near. But so far. I wonder if I can go in like this. No, I am... No. If I go in like that, I wonder whether that will let me do it. Because I can get a... No? Maybe not? Right, let's leave that piece. Come back to that piece later. Right, so we've done that there. And we're going to go boosh around here. Will it snap? Oh, it will. It will phase in. But it won't phase in. Oh dear. So, Oh, oh. Can I do that? Then I can do that. Then I can do that. Can I do that? No. I wonder whether I could put it in. I could probably phase. No, I can't even phase them in. That's kind of irritating. But that would be a perfect circle then. So that goes in like that. I mean, we might be able to get away with it. Because that would be more like the top of the circle anyway. It's just whether I can get these in. But that, I suppose, is the only other way of doing it, is to do that and then try and glitch. Oh no, that's not right, is it? It needs to be over further. It needs to be over further. John, you lost. Just do it already. So that is what I'm thinking of, kind of, if I can make it look right. So you'll have a big tower whoop, here, and that can be kind of like the kitchen area on this out, and then you come out to tend your beans, etc. Can be through here. You take that door out to flatland, go out to your pastures new there. I think this is actually going to be the right bit of calculation as well, if I can get them to phase. That's going to be the big thing. That's right. If I take that up there, it's just whether I can get these in. I might have to just bugger around with them off stream and just get the main bits in, because that is quite infuriating. So I can get me even to sit on the top in the right space. That's not going to stay in, is it? That's annoying. That is really annoying. I wonder whether the single ones work. Yeah, the single ones work. They go in. So maybe I can just build it out of single ones. That might be the answer, you know. Might be the answer.
Nursie! I like it. Firm and fruity.
Firm and fruity. They should be bigger than that. I'm not quite sure whether they're only going in at little things, but... No worries, Slobs, you watched a clip anyway. Lord Flashheart, he was good. It is dark. Let's go and actually sleep quickly. We haven't got any metal to make overnight, so we won't make any. I'm wet. I'm always wet, apparently. Whoa, whoa! Stream bags being lazy, is it? Damn you, stream bags. Black Knight's quite a long one as well, though I think I set them all to the same. I'm wondering, is my lip sync correct today? Lazy streamers. Bob's your favourite. Oh yeah, Bob. I think that I think there is a clip with Bob. Yeah, I think there is a clip with Bob because Blackadder's about to marry Bob, and then Flashheart comes in and steals Bob. Okay, that's actually not going to be the right size. I've just noticed, because that's going to be a very small tower. That'll probably be alright though, but it's only going to be through. Either I've done something very wrong, which is possible. That one's coming back. It would help if I could have some daylight game, please. I'm really kind of fed up of doing stuff in the dark. Really, fumbling around in the dark is not fun in this game. Not as fun as it could be. Maybe that is right. Maybe that is right. Can we get in there with that little one? Don't say that very often. Actually, I've never said that. No, that's not where I wanted you to go, was it? You should go on there.
And I actually prefer wearing boys' clothes.
Weird. I always feel more comfy in a dress.
Oh. I knew I'd heard it somewhere before, but right. That's that. We need another one there. Bish bash bosh. Wonderful. That can then go like that. So yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near the centre of my circle at all. But it might be still okay. We should be alright with that, I reckon. I'll take out all of this. I mean, it's gonna be near enough. I would have had to have done. I don't even know what I've had to have done to get it to go out to that. I probably would have had to have put the stone on the outside and then done a different configurement. But yes. It's irritating that these are not going in the snaps. I mean, I know I'm not building on perfectly flat ground or anything, which is probably one of the reasons it's not working, but that was alright. And see, that one's gone in mid-air, and that's okay. Right. I don't think we're going to need to come out the back. Giggity. We should be alright to stay. Aha. Why did you go in there when I'm in the way? Ah. Come on. Bryan. You said you went to Viking stonemasonry school. There we are. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it, Bryan. You got it. Baby, you got it. Oh, shit. That one's not going to go in, is it? Let's go like that. Let's go like that. And we can go deep down and dirty on that one. Oh, not there. With these stones, they're very, very difficult to build with because they've got the rickety edge, or the rough edge. But also, because of the fisheye lens on the camera, it will change how the rock looks. And can be very odd. You think, oh, that's in the wrong place. And it actually isn't in the wrong place. It's just your eyes are playing tricks on you. So, can we get this one in? We're not going to need a back door. Fairly certain. Although, actually, would we? Because that will be the fishing area. Nah. No, we're not going to need a back door. That would be too silly to have a back door and the front door into a small little thingy. Sit down and do it. I am in sync. Cool. Wonderful, Old Explorer. Thank you. Redeem dress. Yes, you did that one. I'll try and sit down. I mean, we're good at sitting down. I'm not sure whether it will make any difference to this because I'm not trying to get under something. I'm just trying to get... Yeah, I'm just trying to get into the... I suppose I could put it there and then go backwards. If it'll let me. Yeah, that'll be alright. I suppose, theoretically, we could actually build a little jetty out the kitchen here that you could do fishing off there. That might look quite cool. Have like a little fishing spot for Bryan. Right, we're gonna pop. I think yeah, we could pop that in there. So we should be able to fill up these holes then. Nice. Oh, missing requirement, Bryan. You need some stone, boy. You need some stone. Are we gonna have I built this properly? Is it gonna actually match up? This will be the big thing, whether I can actually match it up or not. Yes, I think it's gonna. Yarsh, yarsh. I put it in there. You can go. Sometimes you can do what Forking was saying, and you can go around the back and pop it in around the back. Don't get me saying that very often, but sometimes just needs must. This might actually join up. You never know. Stranger things have happened. And I think it does. Fan-bloody-tastic. Look at that. That's actually going to be quite a nice... See, that one didn't look like it was going to line up at all. And yet it was perfect. So, annoyingly, I didn't really want to use little blocks all the way. But it does... I suppose I don't have to now. Now I've got it actually started. I wonder why I can't get that one to go in. Maybe it's because that isn't a little block. Let's see if we can... If we play that one with little blocks, can we get a little block in there? I think the little blocks do actually phase with each other slightly better. Or we could trick it, couldn't we? We could go like that. Then we could pop round the other side and take it from behind. There we go. Look at that. I think. Is that in? Yeah, that is in. And that one's in as well. So we can fill up these holes. So now I need to take that one out, that one out, and that one out. That will then be our doorway in. Gonna have to try and get some of these under. It's gonna be the easiest of things to get in there. Dark Lord, you might be bugged by bigger fellows. I don't know what the quote hashtag something is. Streamlabs, what are you doing? What's the hashtag box? Streamlabs? Hashtag box. That doesn't really help me, does it? What are you saying about the Draugr? Yeah, the Draugr villages, they're really cool because you can farm them. So if you block up all the doors of the Draugr houses, then you will have an endless supply of entrails, because you can basically just farm. Well, once you've got it all blocked up, put a workbench in the center of this place. They won't be able to get out. I mean, occasionally one will break down a door or something, but you can usually tame them pretty well, or you can kill them quite easily. But then you've got a complete constant supply of entrails. What you can also do is, I think it was Captain Pugwash who found this out, that you can put like fill them over with the hoe, fill them over with soil, and it makes a really nice little like mound with a Draugr that pops up, so you can still kill them, but you don't kill the pile, because you don't want to destroy the spawner, and there's usually a spawner in most of the houses, so you can kill all the Draugrs. If you cover up the thing with like some soil, the Draugrs will still continue to pop up, and you can kill them for like farm them, but you don't muss up your thingamadoodle. What's it? That's the one. Don't want to be doing that one. You don't mess up your farm, so you can continually keep farming them. Does that make sense, Dark Lord? Have I just completely... I've done a Dark Lord, haven't I? And confused you. Which is good that you are Dark Lord, because then you'll understand. I need to try and make a doorway. Have I just moved a doorway? I think I might have just moved a doorway. Isn't that good enough? I think that's alright for a doorway, isn't it? We've got... Yeah, that fits. Not very well, but... Not massively keen on that. How about the metal one? I suppose we could put it on the very outside, but then it is going to be clipping through. That is the problem with building a... I suppose what I could do is I could move these ones so they're slightly in, so they face inwards. They could twist around one more turn, just on the doorway part. So it's... Oh, not that. Not that. Actually, that might look quite good. But I want it that one, like that. Just on the door. Then I can build a square door. That will look a bit better. Yeah, that is a good location. And they're always in the meadows as well, so you're going to have it should be a really nice area around that as well. And yeah, if you fortify that, you've already got a village. I mean, you could just use it as a spawner area, just to farm, and just stick a portal there. Like put the portal on a tower so that like it's protected, and you can get into it. Then you can just... But I would probably put one of those, like the fences with the spikes, like fence all the way around the village, because then nothing's going to come in and attack it either. Otherwise, grey dwarfs will come in, they'll antagonise the Draugrs, and then they'll all start firing, and then they break the thing. Whereas if there's nothing able to get in, the Draugrs won't break down the housing. Oh, you destroyed them all. Oh, there's no quotes. There should be. Well, there is a quote, because... there's no quotes in Streamlabs, that's what it is. Okay, I take out a row of blocks. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now, is if I do this, so... That is then going to be... It's going to look a bit shit, though, isn't it? I mean, I know what you mean. If I put a door like that, I'll be able to see where that goes. maybe that will be alright. I just need to do... I want to come out slightly more than that, though, don't I? I want to be, like, in line with that. But... I suppose, to be fair, that will look alright, because we're only building it in as a door. There'll be a tree that... It's probably actually the same, isn't it? It's probably just an optical delusion. But that's fine for the door's in the right place. And then once the door's in, you're not going to see that. And I can fill in that. Probably. Maybe. Why would that go in? That isn't the same, is it? No. Wonder if I can build on that. Yeah. That's what I was trying to do, but I'm not sure whether I can. Hopefully this is the same now. Come on, go in there. You little bastule. Oh, that'll do. That'll do for the minute. Is that going to be... No, it's out. But it isn't out. I think it's just the camera. Is it just the camera? Let's stick a door in there and see. No, it is out. Definitely is out. I've got one of the angles is wrong. Maybe it's because I need to go... Stick this door here anyway. And then at least I will know. And then we can build it off that. You can fill that in, probably, maybe. Let's quote one. Disable command. Okay, that's fair enough. This is irritating. What have I done wrong here? So I'm going... I've got a full there. Full there. Full there, full there. Ah, maybe it's the fact that I need to put 2 doors in? Because it should be... No. I suppose I could put the doors in like that, couldn't I? What does that look like if I do that? Because I could move it out slightly. Then they cross over. That looks... I mean, they both go into the frickin' rock, which I don't like anyway. Maybe we need to build stairs up to there. I mean, they actually look quite good. But it's the fact that when you go inside, you're going to have a problem. Yes, you're going to have a Gek problem. Cheers, Dark Lord. Sorting that one out. This is quite cool in here, though. I quite like this weird little bit of underground space. Good, we can fill the holes in. Fill the holes in. Can I... Is that an actual hole? No. Yeah, it is. Oh, nearly got that in there. So close, but it's... Oh, that's because there is one in there. That's why it's trying to snap to that. And I don't want it to snap to that. I want it to snap in there. Try it from the other side. It's always nighttime in this game. I swear it has the biggest nighttime. Right, that one's in. I think that actually went in then. Yes, it did. That's good, because we are getting the holes filled. Probably do that one from the other side. So this kitchen is going to be awesome. This one probably doesn't matter, but it's just getting it in. No, I'm not going to get that one in there. Right, so then let's start bringing this together. There's a frickin' rock in there, isn't there? Okay. Now we can start using the normal ones on top. Still iffy about this. Very iffy indeed. I'm not sure why it doesn't sit together properly. I suppose we can just go like that. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be... Yeah, then that's correct then, isn't it? Maybe I was just one brick out. That's them. Is that the same, or is that what I had in the first place? That'll do. That'll do. We'll put in a half there, and then we'll build it up a little bit anyway, because... and have the door coming out. So, stone steps going in like that. They will then go... How are we going to do these? So you kind of think that could be the good storage, and then you'd have the storage downstairs, and then the actual entrance to the kitchen up here. Maybe have it like that. It's always nighttime. The nighttime lasts for frickin' ever in this game. It's annoying that these are a different colour, so we might have to do them in 2 lots of that. Because the stone slabs are a completely different colour. That didn't... Did it go in the same place? In the right place? It did. It did. What? I'm going to have to send Bryan to bed. Ah, good, they did phase. That's nice. Okay, let's send Bryan to bed, because otherwise we're doing everything in the dark. And we can get our kitchen in. So for our kitchen, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I need 18 boxes. So, and then 2 big ones for the cooked meats, and that should be everything. I mean, Bryan doesn't tend to eat a lot. You know, he always forgets, he skips meals. It's a bad one. That looks okay. So then this can go up to... Just got to think of something we can put in here. Maybe we can make that into a dungeon. That's where we keep the bad grey dwarfs. So then we'll stick a floor in here. I wonder whether we can do that actually. We popped in. Gonna have to. Theoretically, we can. I'm not sure whether it's actually going to work or not. We can see. So that should go like that. We should then be able to completely go round like this. If I get the snaps right. And make a stone floor. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get... Oh no. Missing requirement. Well, we should have enough stone. Hope this is giving you some ideas. Hawking. And Dark Lord. Interested to see some of Dark Lord's... I mean, he'll have broken the game before long, but... I tried... Oh, dear. Broken my hammer. I did try to work out some more of the code, Dark Lord, to see if I can get in some different writings and stuff, but I couldn't make it do it. Just couldn't do it. I think that I found all of the sprites in the actual game. And I got all the code for that. So if you want them, I can drop them to you. So I've got every single PNG image from the game, and they're all in the game files. But I can't. What I was trying to do is get them to load in those actual files, but couldn't do it. I wasn't clever enough. See, that's going to have to come round. This is where we're going to pull down on this one, because I'm going to have to go in like that, and then like that, take that one out. We might be alright, we might better go in. No, but it won't be, will it? Because it's not going to be... Will it? Will it work? Will it? Will it? Will it? Yeah, and then that one is... like that, is it? I'll have to probably finish the circle, I think. Finish the circle. No, because that one's out slightly. Ah, yes, because that one is out. And then that should go in there like that. Theoretically. Theoretically. Because that looks completely out, doesn't it? I mean, it really does, but it's not actually out at all. It's just that the graphics and they make it go weird. They make it look weird. So then that is the circle. Fantastic. We now have a donut. We can now fill that in. And we have ourselves, the start, a very cool little dungeon under here. Maybe we could keep like wheat and stuff in it. Don't know. Keep the barley. Or we can stick some grey... Actually, I'm going to stick some grey dwarfs in there. I'm going to lead some grey dwarfs back and stick some grey dwarfs in there. So, it would be quite cool if we could see down into there. So maybe I will then put this as a metal floor like that. We could phase a metal floor in. Like this. How much metal am I going to need for that? That would be very cool if we did that. That could be a very good start to a little kitchen. What is the big pin on the map? It appeared towards the southeast of the location I'm at. Big pin. Well, like a coin bag. Because if it's a coin bag, that's the merchant. Let's have a look at our map. Big pin. Like, if you mean that, there, that's the merchant. So that's really cool that you found that, because you need the merchant. They can have lots of different locations. That's just going to be the first one that you've uncovered. So if you go to that one, it will fix to that. But there are several locations on the map that it can be. So if you don't want, but actually no, now it's uncovered. That's it. That'll be it. It won't show up anywhere else. I think that's so when you're exploring around the map. So you might have one here, here, and here. If you go near that one will show up, and then that's where the merchant is then, and those will disappear. So if that's what you mean, a caged grey dwarf. Yeah, I did a caged grey dwarf in I think it was Zane's server, and it was really quite cool. Yeah, that's the merchant. So you want to go and go and find him. He's within like a little protective bubble. So once you get to him, although you can't build anything in him, you could build like a little portal hut right outside, and then you'll just be able to then portal and buy anything you need from the merchant. I think you like fishing rod, all of that kind of stuff. And there's also like something that there's a couple of things that you can buy from him that you'll really need. The belt to give you the extra carry weight, that's from him, and you can exchange with him all of the amber pearls, all things like that for coins, and then you can use the coins to buy the stuff. Do keep a stack of rubies, because you'll need rubies, and silver. Don't sell the silver necklaces. If you find any silver necklaces or get any of those, they are really, really rare. So you'll need to keep the silver necklaces and rubies, because if you want to build a treasure chest, you'll need those two things to actually build the damn thing. So without that, and if you've sold all your rubies, you'll get enough money from just amber pearls and all the amber stuff that you find everywhere. That's irritating, isn't it? It's irritating conundrum, that. Although actually, once I put the one on there, it might look alright. I've got to see how much iron we've got. I mean, I'll probably have to go and do another iron run at one point. Do an Iron Man or an Iron Gek. Right, I need to put that one on there. There we go. Come on. No wonder Beebs is very good at this, because it's like the Jenga of No Man's Sky, and he can remember how to do all of those things. So that's pretty pretty cool. So I think what we'll do here is that this is going to be particularly protected. So we could actually make like an outdoor garden kitchen. Maybe have it like this. What do we reckon? This might look pretty cool. Just thinking how we can make this into a kitchen that's going to be functional. What I will do though is, for the minute, until we've got wood, I will pop a floor in here, just because otherwise that's going to be a pain in the arse. Because I will constantly fall through that. There we go. Like that. Oh, they look horrible. Actually, no, they don't look too bad. Not sure I'm convinced. Right, that's filled that up anyway. So we could have an open plan kitchen with the stuff round like this. Then you could look out. As long as we've got a it's like a kind of a Greek Viking fusion. That's what it's going to be. Greek Viking fusion of stuff. We just got to get to a point where we can make good enough food so that we can beat Bonemass, because he's an absolute bastard. He's really, really difficult. And I didn't realise how difficult he was on a single player, because they did change it, so they made it really hard. Which, I mean, he should be hard. He is a boss. So if I put pillars, round on each one of those. How's Beebs getting on in his run? Anyone know? Not died again yet? We'll have to make a grand entrance way and move the stairs. Unless I can put... I can probably phase some stairs, actually. See how we can get these in. Can those go in like that? Yeah, we can do that. And, well, we don't need that. We put this one. This is going to be the Grand Master Palace, this is. Is there going to be a gap now? There might not be. There will if it doesn't go in. That's alright, there is no gap. That looks better. And we can go down to this one and go up to that one, that's fine. That's our basics of a kitchen. So if we then take pillars off these, is it going to be all for nothing? Are we going to be very much deadsies? One troll comes along, blows everything down. He huffs and he puffs, and he blows the house in. These should go in better as well. Then we can use core wood to put the roof in. I mean, the problem with... Actually, no, I don't think seekers and stuff will come in this. I mean, we got a long way off anyway. We could probably kill enough... we could kill enough golems to be able to put windows in these anyway. Come on. Come on. That's it. Cool, John. No worries. Have a good day at work, mate. Thank you for popping in. Very much appreciated. You always have meetings. Tackling puzzles and shit. PCO. That sounds cool. Have a good one, John. Cheers, man. I think this will look amazeballs. Don't think anyone else has... haven't seen another Greek-style Viking fusion. Probably for a reason. Can invite his girlfriend round and she's like, do you know what I did with the place? It's very feng shui. That are feng shui, because the Vikings. Oh, I'm going to need to get up there to put this one in, and this one might not stay in, it might not go in at all. How can we do this? Like that. Like... Bloody rocks. Need more rocks. Can we get in, actually? That's one good thing to check. Just. So we probably need to actually stop that there anyway. And we'll do something. We'll put a single one like that. And then on the next one, we'll put a... we'll put an arch or something. Actually, that's a good point. We could put in these. Although to do that, I've got to take How do we do that? How do we do that? As your father. Actually, we'll do it like this, because that would actually look quite nice, I think. It doesn't quite cross over though, does it? Although once we've got everything else built in, that might look okay. No, it doesn't look okay, does it? It does not look okay. Maybe we can't use the arches then. We'll do something else. We'll do something else. Maybe we could use one of these, maybe? Or the other way up. That'll look alright. That will look alright. Because then I can edge these in. Can we? Can we? Can we? Yeah. I don't think that looks too shabby, does it? Entrance to the kitchen. You got a sea view as well. Can't complain. Now this is going to be the tricky part, because we've got to try and get. We don't have a central point, and it's part of 3, so I've got to try and get a. I'm going to have to try and get a central point. So I can do that by doing this. And then come in with 2. So theoretically it should be 4 in. Does it go 4 to exactly to the side? Probably not. Yes, just. So that is the central point. Hope you're taking notes, Forking. I expect to see your magical structure soon. So now we can take that up as the central point for a piece of core wood. Well, I won't need a piece of core wood actually. I just need to build it up. Buttercup. Do 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 do. Do do bump 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 do do do. Now, do we want 26? I think we do want 26 degrees, because 26 degrees takes us to the edge. No, it doesn't. Well, it will if we do it. Get rid of that. We don't want that though, do we? We want it to the end of there. What are you doing, Brian? Going for a dance? Dance in the rain? If I take... Ooh, this is a tricky one. This is a tricky one. This is where you need a Beeb's brain for building like this. Or a Zane brain. That would be good. That would be fine. Then take that up there like that. So that's going to mean... You've got to bounce away from look, made a fully gone note. Oh no, he's already said that. I just didn't read it right. Your stone tower will be awesome when I eventually get 2 iron to my new base to make a bloody stone cutter. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it, to get that first iron across. Once you've got the first bit going, you tend to be alright, but it's just, yeah, that first iron. We could actually make it... No, I don't think I want to do that. Let's see if I can put on a cross beam onto that, because that might make a cool roof point. I hate those ladders so much. Is that going to take... Yeah, that does take us to the point. Get the point? I wonder whether one of those would look better. Pointy up in the middle. Thing is, we're still going to have to do something with a chimney, although I suppose actually we don't. Because we can build the oven into the side wall somewhere. But if I take... Actually, that is a very good point. That is a very good point. We're going to need some sort of fire source, which we'll have in the middle, because we can build that on top of the metal, and then we can ring the metal with wood. So, I will build it so that there is... I'm going to have to use this one, because if I use that one, then it gives me the down point, if that makes sense. So I can go... Oh, need more wood. Bryan, you need wood. Right, go and bloody sleep. Constantly night time. I'm wet. I'll dry off. He's dry! Hurrah! I feel rested. I feel pretty and good. Right, out we go. Oh, we need some food. That would be a good idea. I've got so much stone on me. Let's throw some stone over there. We'll need the wood for the minute. Ooh. Never knew Bryan was such a carpenter, did you? He could be Jesus. You just never know. Can you make wine, Bryan? Right, we could... Can we do that from there? No, we can't. So I'll have to go... I make sure I take... We've gone from the... I'll have to put a wooden edge round the outside edge, because it's the only way that we're going to be able to get these things into the right space. And you need to use the little ones, 2 ones, because you'll need that middle point. And hopefully this is going to be just perfect. This one won't be, that'll be irritating. Actually no, it still should be the same. So that should be fine, because then it can go like this. That should actually work perfectly. Yeah. So we need to get the midpoints to get the snap point for the wood. Because if I don't put the snap point in correctly on... That one isn't correct. Or maybe it is. We're going to have then a wonky roof and it won't line up in the centre. Because we're going to want to put a circular hole left in the centre with some cap. And I've experimented with things like using round tables and stuff. I think a shield works quite well. It keeps the water out, but it allows everything to work. In your new base location, you can actually see meadows, plains, mountain and swamp with a short jog back to Black Forest. Only nowhere near Maypole. I know, it is irritating. I mean, usually though, around this time of year, Iron Gate do allow you to build a Maypole. But just, it's the same like with the Christmas trees, you're allowed to build a Maypole. So that might be your answer if you establish your new village where you want the Maypole. I'm hoping that we can get a Maypole here for Bryan, because to get that extra comfort rested level is pretty damn cool. Now I don't know whether I've done this right at all. I have a horrible feeling I haven't, but we'll find out. Because if I Yeah, that's wrong. It won't matter, but that is wrong. We need to come off the points, because otherwise we're not going to be able to set the... We need to come in like that, off the points. Which is going to be an absolute pain, because that isn't going to go central. Otherwise we're not going to be able to make the... Oh dear. No, I'm going to have to do that and then just crisscross it over. Crisscross, crisscross. What I was thinking then is that if we're coming off the centre, because these things are too wide, if we come off, not that roof piece, because that's the wrong roof piece. If we come off like this, it's going to be very difficult to get it into the centre, to lock it into the centre. So we're going to have to see what happens with this, really, because I'm not sure whether this is going to work at all. But we can give it a go. If it works, fan-dabby-tastic. If it doesn't, then, well, Bryan's going to be very sorry, isn't he? Because, unfortunately, wood on its own doesn't give you a waterproof roof. It only can be if it's covered by the roof tiles. We can unlock different roof tiles when you get into the plains, because you can get tar, and then the tar enables you to have a different type of roof, which is very cool. But that gives us a really nice central... This might work, actually. This might work. Because what I want to do then... also, by using these 26-inch, you can walk up them. If you use a bloody... 45, you can't walk up them. It's really, really irritating. Like, you're trying to build and you just can't get to near where you want to get to, and that is completely in the wrong place. What am I doing there? Total sausage, that is. That's better. It's because Bryan's got his hat on, he can't see. There we go. It's slopped together a bit nicer now. Look at that. Lovely, lovely circle. I'll leave that pillar in there just for the minute. So now we want to build our spiral roof pieces. So if we get that one, they should snap in to the actual roof. So it's better if you put the base layer on first. I do need to be actually on top of the roof to do this. So we'll move that to outside. I hate those stairs. So if we get that first, the top one in, it's going to be difficult to get those others in, but let's try it. It's a bit of a we can fix it probably on the base, I think, but we'll have to have a look when we've fixed it all together. You do need to make sure that you go round in one direction or the other, because it's a requirement. I can't not enough wood. We can edge those a little bit nicer. It's going to be tricky to fit that last one in the top, but if we should be able to slot it in there. So there's quite a few different snap points on these roof pieces as well, so you've got to kind of make sure that you get it in the right one, because if you... the core wood as well will like go over and under. Right, this is going to come to the tricky part. Can we get that last little bugger in? I'm hopeful. Come on. Come on. We'll probably go like... can we go like that? Yeah, like that. Then like that. And that should all be covered. And that leaves us a little chimney in the top. Now I think that's enough to stop the water coming out, to stop the water coming in. I'm not sure though. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to put a little top on it. If I come up, probably want to come up that much. Come off the end. We can do like what we did with the little tower. These go on the little fireplace tower that I made. Actually, no, we don't. We do want to do it, but I'll put them all in and then I'll show you what I mean. Because we're going to want to have... that should let it out, but then I'm going to have to do 2 in like this. But even if you put... this is where the tricky thing comes in, because even if you put 1 in like that, that's enough to block the smoke from going. But I have a feeling that that should be tall enough to get rid of the smoke anyway. Yeah, you have to remove 4 of the poles. You can put a... I don't like those square top hats. I wish they'd given us a round one. Now you can build, so like a shield, or sometimes you can even put like a beehive in there like that. So that's what I might do, is if we put a... just to make it look right, pop that in there like that. Then we can put the beehive on the top there. Then we can build up the edge with little ones, and that should sit in there okay. Because I think if we can get it up high enough, away from you see, so if that's in like that, the little top hat looks good. We do need a bee. That's the only slight disadvantage we have here. So we better go and find a bee. We have bees, don't worry. We've got bees somewhere else. They're in our first farm place, which is made us from number 3. So I think that's this one here. Yeah, 3. So let's hope that we've got some bees. I might even have some... no, I haven't got any turnips. Ah, here we are. Lots of bees. Let's collect all the honey out of them before we take one. Bees are happy. They're not going to be too happy when I take them apart, are they? Right, we got the queen bee. Fantastic. There's a bee and beeblebum. There certainly is. And if you do... I don't know what I set at. Let's have a look. Can I have my mouse, please? Right, there you are. Does this work? There you go. Bum, 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 bum. Bing, boo, bum. So I found that far too amusing, didn't I, really? Right, let's see if we've got anything left here. Oh, we have. Let's take some stuff. Take some. Oh, we know we can leave those here. Sorry, Bri. Can leave you. Oh no, yeah, we want to take all those with us. We want to take all those with us because this farm isn't going to be staying here. Fix that. Jump back through. BS doesn't work. I don't think so anyway. I was having far too much fun with a bum. Not sure whether Beaver Bum would be too happy with the B and Beaver Bum. Oh, I quite like that. It's a bit different. It's like you expect to have a mill. It's almost like a milling place for flour, isn't it? So, let's see how far we need to put. I think we need to take that up one more story for it to work. I'm going to have to put a... Actually, I could put a piece of... I can speak. Put a piece of... What am I putting? What thing am I putting in there? Piece of pick puffers. Yeah, ain't gonna happen, is it? Right, let's add that on there like that, so I can stand on it. And then we are gonna pop the beehive. Let's get the center point. I don't know whether this actually works as the center point. I don't think it does because of the way the camera works. So, no, it doesn't. So you've got to have to point to the very outside edge. If that queen bee frickin' falls down the chimney... No, it's alright, we got her. So I think you have to actually literally point to like the outside edge of it to get it in the center. So that, yeah, that's pretty much central. And then if we make... Because it doesn't matter if the bees aren't happy. I know that you should always keep your bees happy. But if we make that like this... Oh, wrong one. Like this. That should be alright then. I'm going to run out of wood though, aren't I? Yeah, let's get some wood. Woo! Bryan, that could be very dangerous to your health, mate. Oh, 4 inverted corners is a... yeah, no, I know what you mean. But I don't like the fact that they're still make a square. And I'm making a circle. We don't have any circular chimneys. I think this should work as long as my beehive is far enough away from the smoke. I think it has to be 4 meters or 8 meters. That might be enough. We'll have to try it. It might be fine anyway because we've got the space around. And I mean, if we get extra honey as well, it's going to be a bit of a bitch to harvest the honey, but Bryan says he doesn't like heights. But he's happy to smack away with his hammer up on the roof. Right, so that's our little chimney. Little chimney, little chimney. That's a little donkey, isn't it? Right, let's try and see. If we take this away, I think the beehive stays there. Yes, it does. The bees are happy too. And you can actually harvest the bees from there. That's pretty cool. Right, so that should keep the rain off. that should also be alright for the thingy. Now let's get rid of this and see if we add some stone in there just for the minute. We should be able to see if we make a fire. Actually, that might be quite good. I wonder whether we could do that. No, is the answer. No, it doesn't. It doesn't like it. That isn't gonna. That is not gonna work. Wonder if I can put some core up there. Might have to put some core up there. How can I get stone? I suppose I could just build a for the minute, for the actual purposes of this demonstration. We could just do this, couldn't we? See if the smoke goes away, or are we going to die? I think it's working, you know. I think it's working. Because this isn't filling up full of smoke, is it? Or is it? Maybe it is. It is getting a bit groggy in here. You see, the smoke can't get out because of the beehive. But once you go past a certain height in Valheim, the smoke does disappear. So that, I mean, it is getting a bit thick up there, isn't it? But I'm not getting any smoke damage. So I think that works. I think that looks pretty damn cool as well. Woo-hoo! Hear the little walls. So if we fill that in with I don't know, put some kind of, I think we'd do it with the iron, the metal. Put the fire in the middle. I wonder if we use hearths. I wonder whether the hearths would actually fit in there. Let's have a go with that. The hearths might actually, although that would be a big hearth, wouldn't it? I don't think we'd want a fire pit of doom, would we? Are the bees happy? The bees, Dark Lord, are probably not happy. Let's have a look. Bees are sleeping. So they're sleeping and they're going to wake up. Well, they're not going to wake up because they're like going to be carbon monoxide poisoning. But right, let's go and sleep ourselves because it's rather late in the evening for Bri. Has to get his 40 winks. Is that a flower over there? It probably is, but Brian's grown out of that. Yeah, it would be just nice to have some circular roof pieces. Like, I can't... Even just one cap. One circular roof cap. But it would be quite nice if we could have curved ones that go on so you could make an actual round roof. Because having those extra curved pieces would mean you couldn't... You're not just stuck at doing the curved roof. You could build loads of different shapes and make it really quite cool. Right, what am I dropping? I'm dropping those. That. Oh, honey. Honey is heavy, isn't it? I don't know why we're carrying so much honey anyway. We should have left it at the other place. There's a fish in there. Oh, and seeds. We're gonna sow your seed, Bryan. Go sow your seed. One dandelion. Iron. Oh, that was bronze, wasn't it? No, copper. Need copper. Do you need to mend anything? No. Just a hammer. So, are the bees... Oh, we can't tell whether the bees are happy because the bees are happy now. So they must have been alright. I wonder how far we could go with the fire, because it might actually quite nice to have like a caged... Let's see if this works, because I have a feeling I can do something here which would look quite cool. Because the hearth is a bit big, isn't it? I mean, I can build the hearth into the floor, but it is a bit too big to use around here. We could put a bonfire here. Although, what do we need for bonfire? Ancient bark. Fine. No, I'm not giving fine wood. Bonfire would fit quite nicely, but I think that's a little bit too big for a kitchen, isn't it? I think the kitchen needs to be functional. Let's go and get... How much of the iron do we need to make those things? They're quite expensive, I think, aren't they? I wonder if they could do the little ones. No, you're going to need... We're going to need a bigger one. I need to go to the centre as well, so I'm going to have to work out the centre again, which is kind of irritating. Actually, I can do that fairly easily, I think. That seems to be okay. I'm not getting smoke damage on here. Although it is filling up quite a lot. Yeah, that's going to get smoke damage, I think. We'll leave him there anyway. Oh, better give him some food. No, that might be alright, because it's dispersing out through the actual edges of the house. So it's a smokehouse. It could be okay. Now the bees are happy. Now are the bees... I don't know, I can't see, because otherwise I'll catch on fire, Dark Lord. I know that's probably your plan. Yeah, that's probably was your plan. But, if I can get central, then I can put... Right, let's build this centrally and put the iron in there. So we need to use these to get a central point. That can then come across. That's a central point. Then we do this. Problem is I need to build the pillar at the central point, which is rather tricky. Actually, it could be easy. Easier said than done. Wait, no, you see the camera is... It lies. The camera lies. I'll have to take... Can we do that? Not like that. And then we can phase in a pillar. So we'll take the one out of the top. That's pretty central, I think. Then we can make a fire there. We can then put metal flooring from that into the... Because we've got then an extra pillar down there to chain the Grey Dwarfs up against. To give them a damn good thrashing. Yeah, that would be too high. I suppose we could actually build the floor in like that. I want to try and not use up too much of my iron. So then we could put 4 pieces in there. Are they going to be too... Are these going to be too small? Yeah, so I'm going to have to use the big ones. 2 iron though. But it would look quite cool, so you could see down into the depth. Throw bits of scraps down to keep them... Unless you had a little encaged fire, that might look quite cool. So we'll pop that in there like that. It's a shame you can't make it bigger or smaller, like actually change the... How am I going to cook on that? Well, we're going to have an oven at some stage. But we are going to have to make a cooking station. I suppose that could be just like the chopping block and altar, couldn't it? No, we're going to need the fire to be... don't know, I'm going to have to try and do something a little bit funky, aren't I? It's just annoying that you can't do a lot with these phasings. We haven't got a lot that we can work with at the minute. I wonder whether I could do a pile of rocks? Phase in a pile of rocks. Make it look like it's a big pyre. Maybe? No. Yeah, there really isn't much we can work with at the minute. And that would be... Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. I wonder if we can just work... Can't quite get it right on that. Oh yeah, I could. So you have steps up to the ritual fireplace. This is where I can see if I've actually got it fairly square. I think we did actually put it in quite square. That's quite cool. In actual fact, I could take out that and I could put this in instead. Like that. And then stick a fire on that. I don't need that bowl anymore. Then the fire could go there, central, and then that's better. Then we can cook on it then. Then Four King will be happy. What did we take out there? Oh, there's loads of them. Oh no, there isn't. See that's better. That's better. That's telly. That is. There we go. Then we can make a proper spit roast and everything, and we can get near enough up to it, I think. We could probably put in another one there and phase it in so that we do actually step up, but that's getting a bit technical, isn't it? I wonder if we can make that. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Because I think we're going to need to put that to make a kitchen. Why doesn't that not phase? That must have a, phases through there. But it must have a... It's over the... Wonder whether it does it if we take the fireplace out. So we could phase it in if we took... That goes in. But it doesn't quite, does it? It just doesn't quite. I wonder if we took that one out, then we could put it in over the fire. Yeah, that would work. Yo, Conveal! How you doing? And Rosie Girl Gaming. I don't know why you weren't subbed to Golden Gek. You should be. Thank you. But please do sub. That'd be very much appreciated. You should get a little woo-woo in the old Streamlabs if you have subbed. Hopefully it'll work. So this is how we do it. If I take that one out, I should be able to push that across. We can then... What do I need to take out? I'm going to need to take this one out, just so that I can get the... No, now I'm going to have to put... It's like frickin' Jenga, isn't it? I mean, I can't build it anyway because I've got the thing, so that will work. Okay, let's go and get the stuff we need for that. 3 iron, 3 chain, and a bloody forge. Well, we've got the forge. We can bring the forge over. Let's do that first. Because otherwise we're going to be well over encumbered. So, pop the forge down. Just there. Ah, yeah, Forkin, you did. Ah, thank you, Rosie Girl. Very much appreciated. I'm sorry that it didn't ping on the, It should have pinged to let us know that you had subbed, so I don't know why it hasn't. It could just be rather behind with the times. Right, sorry, what did we need? We needed... Woo! I'm pressing all the wrong buttons because of No Man's Sky. 3 chain, 3 iron. 3 chain, 3 iron. Look at my storage, isn't it beautiful? 3 chain, we should have the chain. We've got 6, so that's fine. We only need 3. 3 chain. Now, where did we put the bloody iron? That is the question. Is it around here, or did we leave it outside? It's not there. It's not there. Is it here? There it is. All this iron. 3. We can't make the oven or anything yet. Oh, that piece of flint just wants to... It's for free, that one. We'll take a shortcut. I do like the fact that those doors fit perfectly. Look at that. Well, apart from that bit of rock that's sticking out, but I can't do much about that. I might try and tessellate that one to see if we can get a better position. That's always irritating when the stones stay down there. Right. Stick that one in. Then we should be able to pop this in now. That should phase in nicely there. But it's not going to be level, is it? Because we've been stupid, haven't we, when I've built this wonky. Ah, what an idiot. So, we can fix that quickly. If we turn that one around... No, it's not going to work, is it? Because it's got too much things that it's snapping to. I need to go 1, 2, and then back. That will be then the right snap point. So years of watching Beeble, you see. Then that should be... It's not quite, is it? It's really not quite. It's kind of irritating me now. I need to turn it around just one more point. That might work, actually. That might work. Let's take that one out. Because it doesn't need to be, like, perfect, but it needs to be better than it was. So, take that out. We'll build... Whoa, 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 Bryan! Don't fall down there. Nothing good happens when you fall down there. Chain iron. Could chain Bryan. Right, that's sturdy. Safe and sturdy. That one's safe and sturdy. So we want that little step because you can walk up that and then we can phase in the next one. So how did I phase it in though? That's the problem. Ah, we put that one in and then we do this. That's how we do it. So we want it as low down as possible. Then block these ones in like that. Then take out the central one and hopefully we'll be in business. So then I'll take that, oh, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and now hopefully I can pop this thing in, like that. It's about right, isn't it? About there. Like that. That's better with the... Yeah, that looks better. I'm not going to get it perfect because I literally can't get those rocks in perfect. I could if I free placed it, but it's very, very difficult to get that into free placement. And with the weird angles of the camera, it's very difficult to get what I want to get in there. Bryan needs more food. Ah, thanks, Dark Lord, he does. Some more carrot soup. I haven't got anything else on me, so I'm going to have to go and get some other stuff. Then, let's see if this actually works, because I've got to put stones back in to then put... Yes, it's not going to bloody let me, is it? No. Oh, that's a little bit out. That's annoying. That works. Yeah, cook item. Got nothing to cook, but that works. That actually doesn't look too bad. I wonder whether... No, they're far too big. That's the problem with these hearths. They're just like... We need like a half-size hearth. I don't mind these little fireplaces anyway. I think they look alright. The fact that those ones over there wouldn't really cook is a different matter. And then we don't actually need this. I don't think we need the cooking station as well as an iron cooking station in order to get the... But we will need a cauldron. That's going to be a pain in the vagina. Because I can't put that over, can I? Boil, boil, toil and trouble. No, that's not right, is it? Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. That's the one. I need to move this over a little bit. That's going to really irritate me. But not now. But that's okay. So, as this little kitchen goes... For the minute, that actually looks quite nice. It works to get rid of, so then we can plant everything out here. This door is still really irritating, how it only sits out a little bit there, but it sits out a huge amount there. And then those don't quite sit in properly. Oh, that's because they're not. That could be why then. Let's get Yeah, it doesn't quite sit in properly, but that looks better. Better. This looks quite pretty. When we get the Draug, when we can find the Verger in the Mistlands, we haven't even beaten Bonemass yet. Thank you, Conville. That's very kind of you. I'll take you on a tour. Actually, let's go and sleep because it's always bloody night time in this game. I swear that it's like you do any building and it feels like it's always night time. This is our very cool little loft conversion over the port. So I started the whole building with basically just a port, especially when streaming. Yeah, that is true. Sorry, Rosie. I just seen what you said. You said before you joined stream. That's probably why it did. But it still should have picked it up because Streamlabs should do that even if you're offline. It would just say that you've subbed, but we didn't have anything. So what I did here is that we built the dockyard, and I did a video about how to do these cool like circular things, and I actually then made it into a fireplace that we've got upstairs. So we did the dockyard. And I did cock it up a little bit because these are a little bit too narrow because I forgot about the sails. But you can turn it around like that so you can actually get out again. It's fine. It's fine. This one works. This one's fine. But the two little ones on the edge, it was mainly just to kind of... I wanted two little boats and a big boat. And a big fish and a little fish in a cardboard box. So we built this kind of area to then be... I've still got to finish it over there actually. I've still got scaffolding up there. And then we thought, well, if I put iron wood up through there, then core wood on the top of it, we can then pop Bryan a... Oh, I've got a little... That's a cheeky little number that's in the way there. Didn't realise that I've got scaffolding everywhere. So then I thought, well, if I put core wood up here, and iron wood, we can do a little sneaky there to get the fireplace in by putting a piece of iron underneath. Then put the fireplace down, then stick the wood back in underneath so you can have a fireplace upstairs without having to build the chimney and do all of that kind of stuff. We then put the built the mezzanine and then had to try and think of how we did the stairs. And in actual fact, this worked out quite well because it's just wide enough to then have his little boudoir with a source of fuel. I'm gonna try and cover the entire floor in deer hide. And interestingly, there used to be one deer that spawned over there and one that spawned over there, two that spawned over there. And I have a feeling that since I've built that storage, we no longer get the deer spawns because I've probably put a bloody workbench in the wrong place. I just thought, I haven't seen deer for ages. There was one that always spawned over there, and then two that spawned over... Like one over there, and one without fail, all the time here. And it must just be that I've built this out too much. Oh well, never mind. We're going to put little benches around this oak tree. Now over there, just past that oak tree is plains. Over there is the swamp with Bonemass in it. And up there, there's also more plains. So this was a nice little find. It is right on the very edge of the ocean, so when you get a storm, it is a little bit stormy Daniels, but we're all right. Get rid of that. Oh no, that was one of those annoying. Oh, come on, go in there. These are irritating. Trying to get some of these bloody things in. Come on, come on. There's no way of getting it in there if you can't get it in there, if you know what I mean. Sorry for me yawning there. Right, can we wick it round? No. I'd have to stay like that, annoyingly. Never mind, eh? It is a massive dock. Why, thank you. I've done quite a few of these. It takes a lot of measuring. And finding the right spot. This one was just perfect for the right spot. It actually should have been wider than that, but the problem is if you make it wider than that, you can fit the ships in better, but you can't get the roof in perfectly, and that really does sit the roof perfectly. I do need to finish these edges and add in some bits up here, I think. Yeah, this one isn't, I haven't covered the ends yet. So I need to cover in the ends here just to finish it, and then finish that roof on that side there. It just means a lot of scaffolding and a lot of Bryan dying, which I'm not too keen on dying because we lose all our points. This is quite a cool little kitchen. I quite like this, apart from that rock there. That one is irritating me. And then what we're going to have here is we'll have a little dungeon under here to stick the grey dwarfs in for when they're being naughty. That bench, the workbench. Actually, no, because if we... Oh shit! Didn't want to do that. Actually. Oh shit! I'm destroying all the wrong bloody things. Right, I need to build some blocks back, because otherwise everything will fall down around my face. That's never going to be good. That's not the right place. Come on, Bryan. An NMS build camera would be lovely. I don't think we're ever going to get that. But somehow. I don't think I can actually see that. The naughty one, can I? The naughty hole. It actually stays up. And it's green. I never kind of get this on this game. Sometimes you can go around and round and round and round and round, and it won't work at all. And then all of a sudden it just goes, yeah, I'll be green now. Fed up with annoying you. So what we can do with these is we can fill them in with these eventually, because when we get bat attacks and stuff, we're not going to want bat attacks. So we could fill in, but we don't have enough crystals yet. Oh, you can just use the you can use the dev commands. So if you go if you hit F5 and then you just type in dev commands, that will go on to dev commands true. Then you can do like free fly, I think it is, toggling free fly camera. So now I can basically go anywhere with the camera. So we can see. There we go. Look at that sneaky little beehive on the top there. That looks bloody fantastic. So yeah, so you can see so far our whole Bryan's little domain. Doesn't look too bad, does it? Not too shabby, even if I am a geck. So it works really nicely to have the chimney. Oh, I need to get rid of that. It works really nicely to have that chimney. That's what I did there, forking. I couldn't find any other way of doing it, so I just popped that in like that. It's annoying because it's a circle and that's a square, but it works and it stops the rain coming in. These double windows are quite nice as well. So I need to work on this bit. We need to really kind of make sure that Bryan's got a bedroom that's a little bit more proofing. So what we're going to do out here is we've got the storage out the back here. Out here, I can't remember what we were going to do. I think some like little courtyard area. I'm probably going to dig this moat just so that it goes all the way around the outside, so that these little bad boys can't get it. Now, well, I don't know how far I can go, but you see these are the locks, and this is where the plains start. So it's a very nice little bit of plains here. And the plan is that this bit, oh, that is actually plains. It's just it's not loading in on the camera view. So this bit here, I'm going to try and get a little farm in there and try and wall that off and farm that. The only problem is the locks spawn there, but if I can get a workbench down, kill them, and then I won't have that problem. And then over this direction, yeah, there's another little house up there. It was my hideaway house as to how I can get away from the little goblins that are over there. You can see that there There's actually planes here, but it's just that the camera only goes so far. You can do... you can fly around over the map as a person, but as you can see, Bryan is still there. So I'm just using this as the camera. But it works quite nicely. It's just a shame that you can't have this as a build camera. To turn it off, you've actually got to go back into dev commands and then go, is it free? Fly to turn it back off again. I'll turn the dev commands back off again. If you want to enable yourself to give yourself stuff, then you just type in debug mode. So debug mode, that'll then turn debug mode on true, and you can do loads of other stuff. I'll put a PDF of the of all the console commands and everything on the website goldengate.com in the Valheim section, because that might be quite useful for people if they want to use it, because a lot of these things you can use to not cheat. You don't have to give yourself stuff, but you might want to look at your building or see where you're going wrong or something if something isn't quite going in. So that's quite a good way of doing it. So I'll turn this off. So that's false, and then dev commands. False. So that's a little tutorial on dev commands. Thank you, Kumbu. Very, you don't have F5 on your Xbox. There is a way of doing console commands, I think, on Xbox, but I'm not sure how you do it. Sorry, Forking, there's an advert. If you get really fed up of adverts, then you can just join my... then you won't get any adverts. Or will you? I don't know. I don't know whether that works or not. I think it's you just get adverts because it's because you're not Prime membership. I think. Is it Prime? No, it's not. It's YouTube. Oh, there's so many. Everything has a frickin' membership option for everything, including the channel. but yeah, it does get a bit. You do lose yourself. I think some ways it's good. I'm not a fan of this new thing they're trying to do with cars, though, that you basically have to buy the car and then you have to add all the bits on. I kind of think if I buy a car, I want to buy the car. I don't want to have to add bits onto my car. Right, we're going to need storage for our food stuffs, though, so that's going to have to go somewhere. And I'm wondering whether... I don't think I've got enough space down here to actually do... No, this is just a dungeon. This is a dungeon to keep grey dwarfs in. I need to get rid of that though, don't I? Actually, no. I'll remove these, and then it's the right height. That's the grey dwarf dungeon. But isn't it actually the right height? Is it? I'll have to dig down a little bit. That was a rookie error, but the door... I suppose the door can be cemented shut, can't it? Or actually, I won't... Once I've got the grey dwarfs in there, I'll just put a hearthstone and a square, so you can see them through, and they can just look at the bars. In some way, it's good to have subscription options, as opposed to, like, having to buy the program outright, because... Some people do take the piss out of it, like with Adobe. I mean, Adobe Photoshop stuff. I mean, for the package that I need, it's like £51 a month, which is a lot of money just for programs that don't really work properly a lot of the time. But I suppose what you can do with them, you could run a business from it. So I suppose what they're like, well, there's no one else. But that's the other problem. There isn't been anyone else that can kind of go in that, but it is a way of being able to spread the costs of things and to be able to subscribe to things and then resubscribe, and a lot of the time you'll get like an offer when you go back in, so sometimes you can actually use it to your advantage to get good deals on stuff. But it is a little annoying that, like, I do think that, like, I run part of my company, we run through Amazon, and it's horrible. Hate them. But you would have thought that if you're working with them, you'd get a Prime subscription for free, but oh no, you have to pay for it. And you have to pay for everything else as well on top of it to use their services. Then they take 15% commission off you. So it is kind of, with all of these things, it's a bit annoying. Right, what was I doing? Kitchen, we need that still there, so we can hang that from the rafters. That'll be alright. We're going to need to put a butcher's block in at some point, so we can put that in here. I'm wondering whether if I can put those in at a low level. Might look alright. That might actually help. That wasn't very central, was it, Gurk? You got it sort of nearly central, but not quite. I think I would prefer to the metal in the floor, but maybe we can do that one and put little metal bits in the floor like that. It really isn't central. I might have to take all this apart and do it again off stream, because I want it to be perfect. Because look at that. That's really out. Very irritating. Only I'd probably notice it, but never mind. Depends what the advert is, though, Forking, I suppose. If it's something that you want to see, or you think, actually, that's quite cool, then that's good. But if it's not, then it's not, is it? I do like these boxes. I think they look pretty cool. That's a really good... it's hashtag DD9933. So you basically do that. So if you want a hex code on it, you just put those little code things, the little arrows, then hashtag, and then the hex code. So DD9933 is this bright yellow, but I mean you could change it to... That probably isn't similar. Let's change the whole thing, so FF. I don't even know. There you go. 5-4 is a green colour, so you can put in whatever you want to. FF actually was probably just a slightly different colour yellow, wasn't it? That's pretty handy. But they do look good. And the yellow certainly shines, and also takes on the different colours as you go through the evening. Right, flint. Let's stick some flint away. We need to also build... I can hear somebody. I thought that sounded like a frickin' goblin then. No, there's you. We haven't killed anything for a while, have we, Brian? Well, we have now. What's that boar? Is that a 1-star boar? No, it's a normal star boar, so you can die. Not if I miss, you can't. There we go. Who needs a boar? Boring! Didn't even get any leather scrap. Oh no, we got 1 leather scraps. So, we're still going to need storage for food, and that's a bit of an issue. But we will need to build... Troll attacks is going to be a pain, because we're going to need to build our area so that we've got this area that can be farmable. But I'm not quite sure how to get... Unless we take... Actually, what we could do is we could take this off like this. Because then it wouldn't look so bad. That could then be the start of our wall. Why did that go in there like that? I want it to go there like that. Oh, I'm missing stone. How can I be missing stone? We're not going to have enough stone. I'm going to have to bloody mine more stone. I don't like using these big ones to build with, but for exterior kind of like walling, they're not too bad, and they do actually sync together okay. Shame they don't stop the water coming in though. Always need more stone, yeah. I'm not sure whether we could build them like that. It's just the fact that they don't look as nice as building the other, but they are going to use a lot less. We are going to need to wall. Look at that! Kick him for miles. The only problem is it doesn't really do a lot of damage, does it? I can punch him, but... Oh, you got a hit in there, Mr. Greyling. Boom! You think you can run? Get out of here! We leveled up our kick. That was our little pig pen there, but unfortunately the piggies didn't survive the trolls. I mean, it wasn't a really very secure one. I have got a 2-star pig farm, but it's not on this island. It's we're here, and the 2-star pig farm is not anywhere near here. Don't even know where it is now. There it is. 2-star pig farm there. So I would have to try and get them all the way across to here, or get them onto a boat here, and then sail them all the way around. And I don't think that's ever going to happen, is it? That they would definitely be dead. Because if you go too close to the shore, they'll try and get off. Maybe they wouldn't. Maybe that's wolves, because wolves will try and attack things. I'd have to do it in the daytime, because otherwise you might get serpent. And it's nighttime again. And a serpent would not be much fun with boars, because they would all die. And I don't know whether they run off the boat if they're scared. A bit stupid, aren't they? But that could be a thing. Sorry, Conville, I've only just seen what you asked. Where am I in the game? Yeah, I need to fight Bonemass. We've done the other bosses really easily, and then we came to fight Bonemass, and I had a maxed bronze mace, etc, 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 and it did absolutely no damage to him whatsoever. So I was really struggling. We needed better food as well. There's the deer. I knew the deer should be back. So I like a good bit of Bambi hunting. There we go. There's usually another one that spawns around here, but it's my kind of deer hide farm. This is quite useful. Oh, hello, Barney. Oh no, it's not Barney. We've got one of these that looks like Barney the dinosaur. He's all blue. Ooh. But yeah, that's how far we've got on at the moment. We've got enough core wood to do some stuff. So I'll have to try and wall all this and get the farming area in. We're gonna have to try and lead a grey dwarf back in there as well, aren't we? So then we can have a little slave. Because they don't despawn. That's the interesting thing. I thought they would do, but they don't. And you can trap it in, and they just stay in your grounds. We need a grey dwarf though, not a. You don't want a shaman though, because otherwise they'll just constantly ruin everything. Or a big one, a smacker. Just the normal is good, because then they just don't do anything. They just sit in there and get very annoyed. But yeah, I think that's quite good. I think we've got a fair bit. I like the fact that I've been able to work around these rocks. So yeah, that's cool. So I think I'll leave it. Sorry. You really do need the Iron Mace? Yeah, I really do need the Iron Mace, and then I'm going to have to walk around smacking the crap out of a lot of stuff. Have you got a root on your face? Oh, it's just a root mask. So the root mask is the one thing you want to build, because it's nice to have the full set, but the mask gives you the poison resistance. It's weak against fire, but it's only a helmet. But it also gives you 12 armour. So this is a level 3, so I've basically put all of my root into upgrading that root helmet. Because then we've got a good durability. You need only a repair station of level 2. But you've got that extra poison resistance. So if you just wear that, you could put iron, or we really want to find some silver. But I've not been able to find any silver on this mountain at all. Hence the reason we need bone mass, because if we could find silver, bone mass would be an absolute piece of pee-pee, because we could just make silver weapons, or the Frostner or whatever, and we can just go and smack the shit out of them. But unfortunately we can't, because we haven't found any silver. I might try and still see if we can explore and get some silver, just to circumvent bone mass, because he's a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest. It's cool music that plays when he's doing, but I'd quite like to just get him killed and get him quick. And the way you find silver is just use the stag breaker. You whack the stag breaker on the snow, and if it says too hard, then you're either near obsidian, or a block of obsidian, near a rock, or near something else you can't break, or directly underneath you is going to be silver vein. And so if you just do it a couple of times, if it keeps on saying too hard, you need the iron pickaxe as well, because you can't break silver with I don't think you can break silver with a bronze. So take your iron pickaxe down, and you should find a silver vein. That's the way of getting it without having to actually do bone mass first. Tame 22-star wolves, yeah. Taming one 2-star wolf is hard enough, and then you've got to get another one to get them to breed. The abominations are not scarier than bone mass. There's a cheat way of killing them. Basically, build yourself find a crypt, okay, and build yourself a little bit of steps off the back, or something that you can get back onto the top of the crypt. And then use your fire arrows, or the arrows fire arrows are better because it will carry on burning. Use them to lure it and get it to chase you over to the crypt. Jump up on top of the crypt, and it will hit and hit and hit, and it can't damage you at all. Its root just goes through the crypt, and so then you can get your axe out and just smack the absolute crap out of it, and you'll kill them really quick. Even if you've got a low level character, it won't take you very long to kill those abominations. Otherwise, they do take ages. The other way you can do it is if you've got a one of those circling spawners with the fire in the swamp. If you find one of those, don't destroy those, by the way, because they will give you a plentiful supply of circling cores, circling trophies, etc., etc. So get one of those geezers and just draw it over the geezer. If you get the abomination to walk over the geezer, it literally, its health will just go. So it just catches on fire, because they're really weak to fire, being made of wood. So that's worth doing. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. 11:30 here in the UK, and I'm fairly knackered. So we are back tomorrow with the next part of our run. We haven't died yet, and we haven't cheated. So we could be able to win, if winning is a thing. We just got to get to the centre of the galaxy. Playing on harder rules as well. I'm not going to do any of this cheat rules. But thank you guys. Please make sure you hit that like button, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow in the Fugitive stream for No Man's Sky. So thank you, and good night.